If you don't know that you're going to be there in 3 to 4 years from now, don't buy it. With renting, the common thought pattern was drilled into us from our parents' generation and the generation before that is don't rent, buy. But the reality is both are good in different situations. So you take a young person that is moving up in their career and they're jumping jobs. So every 2 or 3 years, they're moving from one company to another company. You don't know where your life's going to take you. You might not have even met your partner yet. You haven't gotten married. You haven't had a kid yet. All of those things that make you settle down and find a permanent spot. One of the worst things that you could do is go buy a house and then have to sell it a few years later, because that's worse than renting. You might have $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 worth of closing costs that just go poof up into the air. And then you got to pay realtors fees to sell it again. As a rule of thumb, what we always say is if you have uncertainty with your job or your life and things like that, it might be a good move to basically put off buying a house until you're a little more settled on what you're doing and everything like that. For some, that period is longer than others, but renting isn't necessarily a bad thing